Wisdom Institute. In this class, I would like to discuss about the digestive system. Here the digestive system includes all the organs which are responsible for the intake of the food material, its digestion, assimilation and removal of the undigested waste materials. Here in humans, we have 5 physiological activities in the digestive system. So, these are ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and ingestion. Here what is meant by ingestion? Simply the procurement of the food materials by an organism or collection of food material or intake of food material by an organism is called as a ingestion. And then what is digestion? Here digestion means the conversion of the complex food substances into their respective simple forms. Here digestion means the conversion of the complex food material into their simple forms is called as a digestion. Here for this digestion we need various types of chemicals. So, these are called as digestive enzymes. Digestive enzymes. So, generally we will intake the various types of nutrients like carbohydrates, proteins and fats or lipids. Here the carbohydrates are digested to their simple forms called monosaccharides. Monosaccharides, and the proteins are digested into their simple forms amino acids. The fats or lipids are digested into the respective simple forms called as fatty acids. Here the carbohydrates are digested by the enzymes called saccharinases, or they are also called as carbohydrases, and the proteins are digested into amino acids by the proteolytic enzymes called proteases. The fats or lipids are digested into fatty acids by the enzymes lipases. So, like that the conversion of the complex food substances into their respective simple forms is called as a digestion. Here carbohydrates are digested into monosaccharides, proteins are digested into amino acids and fats or lipids are digested into fatty acids. So, you have to remember these are the enzymes required for the digestion of carbohydrates, proteins and lipids. So, that is saccharinases, proteases and lipases. And then what is meant by absorption? So, after digestion the digested food material is absorbed, carried into the bloodstream through the intestine. So, this is called as absorption. Simply absorption means getting into the blood. The digested food material is absorbed, getting into the blood is called as absorption. And then assimilation. Assimilation means simply it is transportation. Now, the absorbed food material along with the bloodstream will be transmitted to each and every part of the body. This is called as assimilation. And then finally ingestion. Here not all the food material which we have intaken will be digested. Some of the food material will remains as undigested waste material, and this undigested waste material will be eliminated out from the body in the form of feces. This is called as ingestion. Simply expelling of undigested waste material from the body is called as ingestion. So, these are the 5 physiological activities in the digestive system. So, simply ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and ingestion. So, ingestion means simply intake of food material. Digestion means conversion of the complex food substances into their simple forms. Here we require various chemicals. So, these are called as digestive enzymes. The carbohydrates are digested into monosaccharides by saccharitases. The proteins are digested into amino acids by proteases. The fats or lipids are digested into fatty acids by lipases. Here then absorption. Absorption means simply the digested food material is carried into the blood through the intestine. This is called as absorption. Assimilation means transportation. So, transportation of the digested food material to different parts of the body is called as assimilation. Here digestion, the undigested waste material will be eliminated out from the body in the form of feces. This is called as digestion. If you observe the anatomy and physiology of the digestive system, so this digestive system can be studied under two main headings. So, these are the alimentary canal, or simply it is called as gut, and digestive glands. So, alimentary canal. Here alimentary canal is a long tube like structure which starts with mouth and ends with anus. Here we have various organs in the alimentary canal. So, these are the mouth, buccal cavity, or it is also called as oral cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and anus. The small intestine is again divided into three parts. They are duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. Here large intestine contains again three parts. They are cecum, colon, and rectum. So, these are the parts of the alimentary canal. So, the alimentary canal starts with mouth, ends with anus. It is a long tube like structure. So, these are the various parts of the alimentary canal. And then digestive glands, we have various types of digestive glands like salivary glands, gastric glands, duodenal glands, or they are also called as intestinal glands, liver, and pancreas. These are the main digestive glands present in our body, in the digestive system. Let us see the anatomy or structure of this digestive system. Here, these are the parts of the alimentary canal, that is mouth. This is a buccal cavity or oral cavity. This is pharynx, esophagus, stomach. Here small intestine starts with here, and this is small intestine, and this is a large intestine, and rectum, and this part is anus. Here the small intestine, and this part, the U-shaped structure called as duodenum. It is duodenum. It continues as jejunum, and this highly coiled part, it is called ileum. Ileum. And then the large intestine. So, this part is called as the cecum, and this entire one is called as the colon. This is ascending colon, this is transverse colon, and descending colon. This part is called as a rectum, and this is anus. Anus. So, then the salivary glands. The salivary glands are present in the buccal cavity. Here salivary glands are present. The gastric glands are present in the stomach. Duodenal glands. Here duodenal glands are present in the duodenum, and this is liver, and this is a pancreas. So, these are the digestive glands, and this is the structure of a digestive system in humans. So, the digestive system can be broadly divided into two parts. One is alimentary canal or gut, and digestive glands. So, alimentary canal, it is a long coiled tube like structure. It starts with mouth, ends with the anus. These are the various parts of the alimentary canal: mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, so large intestine, rectum, and anus. And the digestive glands include salivary glands, which are present in the buccal cavity, gastric glands present in the stomach, duodenal glands are present in the duodenum part of the small intestine, and then liver and pancreas. These are the digestive glands. Let us see one by one in detail.